Hi everyone and welcome to a new episode of Days Podcast along with a new video. I want to thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, viewing, watching, and listening. I truly appreciate it. We are definitely going to continue to have exclusives on both Patreon and Spotify, but we are going to continue giving free content, free episodes as we usually do. So let's get into this next album by Rihanna. So we are talking about Good Girl Gone Bad. Good Girl Gone Bad is the third studio album by Barbadian singer Rihanna. It was released on May 31st, 2007 by Def Jam Recordings and SRP Records. So literally right after I turned 13. Oh, wow. Rihanna worked with various producers on the album, including Tricky Stewart, The Dream, Neo, The Matrix, Timbaland, Carl Sturken, Evan Rogers, and Stargate. Inspired by Brandy's fourth studio album, Aphrodisiac, Good Girl Gone Bad is a pop, dance pop, and R&B record with 1980s music influences. Described as a turning point in Rihanna's career, it represents a departure from the Caribbean sound of her previous releases, Music of the Sun and A Girl Like Me, 2006 and 2005. For either one. Apart from the sound, she also endorsed a new image for the release, going from an innocent young woman to an edgier, more mature look. Yes, this album cover is black and white. Okay. you know, she has a haircut. It's swooped. This nice cute bob. The album, is about more than 45 minutes long. Recorded 2006 into 2007. So even in the midst of recording from A Girl Like Me, she continued on and recorded Good Girl Gone Bad. And that happens a lot. There's times that there are songs that may be used on the next project, or there's times that we don't even realize the album is crafted from listening to other albums and inspired by other albums. We don't always think that way, but it clearly this right here, we don't always think, oh wait, this is where this came from, and it's true. Critics gave generally positive reviews of the album, praising its composition and Rihanna's new musical direction, though some criticized the album's lyrics and inconsistency. So, like I said, when it came to A Girl Like Me, it was from mixed to positive. And then with her debut, Music of the Sun, it was mixed. This now just says generally positive reviews. So clearly people was loving this. They was loving this album. Like I said, though, there was people that felt like the lyrics and the inconsistency from her previous albums was kind of throwing people off. Like, oh, well, we thought you was going to be still, Caribbean. And it's like, well, Rihanna wants to do a little bit more, adventure a little bit more, okay? The album received 7 Grammy Award nominations and 1 win in the Best Rap Song Collaboration category for Umbrella at the 2008 ceremony. So she won a Grammy. The album debuted at number 2 on the US Billboard 200 chart and sold 162,000 copies in its first week. Certified 6 times platinum by the Recording Academy, it sold more than 2.8 million copies in the US. The album reached number 1 in Canada, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. As of June 2017, the album has sold over 9 million copies worldwide. Good Girl Gone Bad spawned 5 singles, including the international hits Umbrella and Don't Stop the Music. Rolling Stone placed the former at number 412 on the magazine's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time list. To promote the album, Rihanna embarked on her first worldwide concert tour and third overall, the Good Girl Gone Bad tour. The album was reissued as Good Girl Gone Bad Reloaded in June 2008, with 3 new songs, including the US Billboard Hot 100 number 1 hits Take a Bow and Disturbia. It was followed by Rihanna's first remix album, Good Girl Gone Bad, The Remixes, in January 2009, which featured remixes from Moto Blanco, Tony Morin, The Soul Seekers, and The Wide Boys. So, yeah, she was heavily working when it came to this era. And I don't think anyone was truly ready, because I think people were still kind of in the A Girl Like Me era. But when she came out with this, it was like, oh, wow, we on the next one. Like, yeah. Yeah, so Umbrella was released March 29th, 2007. Shut Up and Drive was released June 12th, 2007. Hate That I Love You, August 21st, 2007. Don't Stop the Music, September 7th, 2007. And Rehab, October 6th, 2008. So she took almost a year, if not a year, from singles when it came to reissuing for the last single, Rehab. And yeah, the videos came along with those singles. And, you know, she really was letting people know, like, there's more I want to give here. Yeah. In early 2007, Rihanna began work on her third studio album. In an interview with MTV News, she announced that the new music is going in a different direction. Not on purpose, but I just want to hear something fresh and mostly up-tempo. I think that's where I want to go on this one. You feel different every album, and at this stage, I feel like I want to do a lot of up-tempo songs. The same year, Rihanna dismissed her innocent image for an edgier look with a new hairstyle, which was inspired by actress Charlize Theron's bob cut in the 2005 science fiction thriller Aeon Flux or Flukes, I'm not sure how to say that. Rihanna explained that she wanted to keep the audience dancing and be soulful at the same time. She sought to make an album that people would listen to without skipping tracks. She cited Aphrodisiac 2004, the fourth studio album by American singer Brandy, as her main inspiration of the album, and for the album. In 2007 of May, Rihanna revealed that she called the album Good Girl Gone Bad because it represents her bolder and more independent image. I'm not the innocent Rihanna anymore. I'm taking a lot more risks and chances. I felt when I cut my hair, it shows people I'm not trying to look or be anybody else. The album is very edgy. And that was very important at that time. Whether it was R&B, pop, whatever music you were doing at that time, you wanted to stand out. Still to this day, people will do what they would feel they would like to do to stand out. And Rihanna just felt, I'm gonna be going on 20, if not am 20, and I just feel like, going on 21 by 2009, like I just want to just be more of a woman, a more adventurous woman, if anything, explore a bit more. And I can't say that was a bad thing for her. But yeah. Let me look at the track list, because there was plenty of live performances. The MTV Movie Awards, she performed Umbrella. She performed at The View, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, Late Show with David Letterman, the 2007 American Music Awards. Another reason why I'm just saying award shows, I'm not really being specific on the songs and when those award shows took place, only because it's just bringing out the fact that not just her, but most artists, if not all artists, they really be out here. They really be, hi, check out my album, I'll be touring, and at that time, you really had to be seen, like it was televised. Nowadays, you could put out a tweet or a new post and be like, listen, Friday. And it's just like, well, wait, what? We weren't ready. What do you mean Friday? Or in recent events with SZA and Kendrick, Tuesday. And it's like, wait, what? Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, she toured all over the world with this album, and the album received an average score of 72 out of 100 based on 17 reviews. But it fairly did better than both her previous albums, clearly. And this was clearly the album that, was letting people know I'm here to stay, for real, for real. Not that when I said in my previous videos for Music of the Sun and A Girl Like Me that she wasn't saying that. She was stamping on Music of the Sun. She was showing the fact that A Girl Like Me, with that album, that no, I'm really not going anywhere. And within months, she's working on this album, A Good Girl Gone Bad, and letting people really know, y'all really thought I was not serious about that? I'm really not going anywhere. This is a life-binding contract, okay? And it's true. It's real true. Like there's a lot of people in the industry that, this is their life. This is what they do. This is whether it's music, acting, this is what they do. And I'm not gonna say this in a weird way, but the safest way of doing things is doing it yourself. You don't always want to have somebody nicking into this, that, and that, or nitpicking, I should say, not nicking. I don't think that's a way of saying things, but you guys know what I mean. Like you don't want to always have a sake or sense of things not being where you would like them to be at whatever time. When it comes to being independent, now distribution, that's different. But you know, let's continue. But as far as just you know her legacy, from biography.com, Good Girl Gone Bad inspired Rihanna to transform her image from a teen pop princess persona into a fully fledged superstar and sex symbol. Um, People magazine noted that Rihanna follows the likes of recording artists Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, and Christina Aguilera when she sheds her innocent image for an edgier look and sound. But yeah, it was definitely that time for her. Um, Ooh, let me see. Sorry, I want to say I see something else here. Um, Jason Birchmere of AllMusic concluded that it was Good Girl Gone Bad that made Rihanna a full-fledged international pop star with a regular presence atop the charts. Nick Levine of Digital Spy described the album as the closest thing to a thriller that 2007/2008 is likely to produce. Um, let's look at the track list. Track 1, Umbrella featuring Jay-Z. Track 2, Push Up On Me. Track 3, Don't Stop the Music. Track 4, Breaking Dishes. I mean, for him to say that, there's obviously a there's a sample for Don't Stop the Music with Michael. Of course. That was from Thriller. Job. Track 4, yes, Breaking Dishes. Track 5, Shut Up and Drive. Track 6, Hate That I Love You featuring Neo. Track 7, Say It. Track 8, Sell Me Candy. So I want to make sure that I say this because I know a lot of times, we look at track lists and it's like, all right, what are your favorites? What songs do you love? So yeah, so Say It, Sell Me Candy. She was really, I love those songs. Those were different. And Sell Me Candy, I didn't even know that Timbaland and I think The Dream were on that, were both produced on Sell Me Candy. Like that's something. And Let Me Get That, which is track 9. Yeah. Track 10, Rehab. So yeah, she's worked with a few different collaborators. Track 11, Question Existing. Now that's a good song. Track 12, Good Girl Gone Bad. Now, before I continue, Question Existing to me alludes to where she was going next as far as with Rated R. I think that's, getting into that darker side where it's like, bitch, I don't know what can happen next, but I'm ready. Okay. Japanese edition bonus tracks, track 13, Cry, and track 14, Haunted. Okay, and then there's a deluxe edition featuring dance remixes, disc 2. So that was based off of the, reissue, and just, giving people a bit more of the era before the next one. I think that, from this album, that people were getting into the sake of understanding, or sense, I should say, that people get into the sense of understanding, like, wait, she may release something else in another year. And lo and behold, she did. Rated R was released November 20th, 2009. So a whole year later, despite months that she usually would do as far as for the formula that she had, as far as releasing music and tours. And yeah, we will definitely talk about Rated R in a separate video. I think that is definitely something we can be able to do. Why not? But I want to thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll be back with more.